Hi, welcome to another episode of Decode REI with Mina Rickey.
And Lidiya Korchak.
And today we were interviewing Omni Casey. I first called him Omni, and he says, no, it's Omni, the real estate guy.
Yes, what a great person he is and a human being. I was pretty impressed with everything that he accomplished by age 30. And now he's on this journey of creating clubs. He wrote a book and he's creating clubs to teach people how to invest in real estate.
The book is called The Cash Flow Breakfast Club. And it's been he said that it was written for him. And then he thought about sharing it with his team. And then it just got bigger. Same thing when he had a brokerage, a real estate brokerage, and he wanted his team to understand that that is only a job. The day the deals stop, the income stops. So he wanted to share his journey. Hey, I've been doing this and getting passive investment that allows me to have the quality of life or the style of life that I want to have. No matter who and what happens, I still get it.
That's right. He did mention about being a real estate broker. I can totally understand him. It's a very, very hard mind switch from being a realtor and investor. I can speak for myself. I was a realtor for many years working with investors, for investor. I was investor friendly realtor, but I never thought of myself to be investor. And it's so tough until finally one of my investor pushed me to become investor. So I totally understand what he's doing in his office. He's pushing his agents to become investors. So hear it. Hear this, you guys. Investors and realtors, it's very tough job to switch from being a realtor to investor. So start investing now.
Absolutely. Actually, the whole concept of being self-employed or being in charge of your own income without depending on this big body of business, it's actually kind of difficult. He says that for a long time, he had already been successful, but he wasn't comfortable sharing it with his family and his friends because his mind conversations about who am I to tell people what to do with their money, right? They just came through, except that one day he just did something switch in his brain where he decided to share with people. We are only as good as we are able to share. He says that he is an introvert and the journey to become a sharing soul was difficult. Just learning how to say what he needed to say and then putting himself in those platforms to be heard. It was just astronomically difficult.
Yeah, definitely. He mentioned something about that him and his wife that he want to bring into the people because they were feeling like they were selling something and forcing something on somebody. But then his mindset changed into, hey, I'm not selling anything. I am actually sharing what I learned and I'm helping everybody to get to the stage where I'm at to be financially free. It's not even about financially free. It's right now educating how to elevate people, how to build people, how to bring communities. And this is pretty impressive in my opinion.
And one thing that I absolutely love is that he started that little coffee club for his team. And then the team said, this is good info. Can we bring our friends or our family to it? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then they were very impressed and they said, we need to open this to the public. And so it went to be open to the public. And now he has it in different cities throughout the whole country. So it's a movement that he has created. He's only 40 years old. And now it's a whole movement that he has created to share with people the wealth mentality, switching from scarcity to wealth to abundance. There is a way to do things and it's not the only way. He said it's not like I want them to do this and then number 2 and then number 3 and then number 4. No. He says, I'm just sharing what I did, what I worked, because I also made a lot of mistakes. And if I can help people to avoid some of those mistakes so they can get there a little bit faster, why wouldn't I?
Mina, I had an interesting experience the other day. I was showing properties to a family with 2 kids, and we had 10 to see. After viewing about half, the family was getting pretty hungry, and they really just wanted to continue the other day.
So what did you do?
I went to my car and pulled out a bag of delicious Rickey Jerky. They loved it so much that we're able to continue our day without any issues. All the ingredients are 100% natural, plus every strip is seasoned, marinated, and smoked by hand to give you the best experience and slap you back into the gear. But I need to buy some more.
Oh, just head over to rickysjerky.com and use the discount code Decode REI for 15% off your first order.
So whether you're a busy real estate agent or just looking for mouth-watering snack on the go, Rickey Jerky got you covered. That's right. Mistakes happen. And I asked him what advice he would give to investor who's starting out, or any investor. What is one mistake or one advice that he did? And he mentioned that in the stage of investors, there are different stages. And beginners will make one mistake. A mediocre will make another one. And now that he's at the stage that he's in, he's like, I think about everything totally different. So mistakes happen. We'll learn from our mistakes, but just go and do it. That's the key, because he did mention about that in his club. He'll tell you exactly what you need to do. You listen 1 time, 2 time, 3rd time, and the 4th time, you're going to have to go and share. Sharing is caring, you guys.
Absolutely. He also mentioned that right now he thinks that one of the most important lessons that he can share with anybody is to have the right coach or the right mentor, somebody to guide you. Because he used to say a lot of times, at the beginning for many years, he used to say, just go and do a deal. But then he says, if you get the right mentor, it's not only go and do a deal, but it's also that mentor will push you to do the right deal. Mm-hmm. And that is very eye-opening to a lot of people, because sometimes we don't want to make a big deal about this new idea that we have about investment, or we don't want to make a big deal about real estate or side business or side gig. However, these are thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars that go into any project, and it hurts to lose it. So might as well just invest on having the right partner. Sometimes that you can actually find people that will help you for free for a while, right? Just to get you started at the REIAs or the real estate connection groups or places like that. Heck, there is so much information nowadays everywhere on the social media as well. Just join a group, join a Facebook group. We have talked about a couple of good ones. He has a website. It's called the Cash Flow Breakfast Club. And you can find information there, see if they have a chapter in your city.
That's right. And not only that is, he poured everything into that book, Cash Flow Breakfast Club. So read the book, go visit the website, join the club, or better yet, contact him to open up the club. The best way to learn is to teach others from what you heard and what you're doing, and doing everything together. Like I said, sharing is caring. That's my way of understanding real estate in commercial space.
And one more thing, he mentioned the book, The Go-Giver, a couple of times. And I listened to that book. It takes a couple of hours. It's such a short book. But when you immerse yourself in that story, it's so powerful. Just accept that that's the way it works. Don't expect it. Just be helped and then help others. I promise you, it just elevates you to the next level. I said, we were discussing that the gift of giving is that we receive more than we give. And he elaborated on this, and it was really, it was very uplifting to listen to him.
Definitely. So that's another episode for Decode REI. Thank you for listening to us and giving us our time. Tune in to the next time. See ya.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.